Hello, everyone! Hopefully you all enjoyed yesterday's anniversary events, but the anniversary technically still continues because today we are doing some PvP tournaments. If you happen to have caught it, I'm going to say 7 hours ago, we had the Southeast Asia bracket start off, but now we're doing the Latin American side of the bracket. The international server gets some representation, even more today. But I'm not doing all of this alone. I have a special guest to join me, not really in the game, but is watching and commentating with me.
Hello, viewers. It is I.
Yes, if you do not know who he is Shimo Taiho from the North American server, who has been commentating with us for a lot of the tournaments over the past couple of years. Actually, I will even say longer than a couple of years.
It's definitely been quite some time. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely on and off with some of the tournaments. You may have seen me help out with some of the other tournaments recently with the 1v1 character ones. But yeah, I'm here to help out with commentating this 2v2 tournament since I specialize a little bit more with 2v2, and personally I love watching to see how these kind of matches go.
Because one thing is, we have been doing a lot of the North American tournaments, so we've seen a lot of what the people can do there. It's not often that we get to see the international side of things. You don't get to see the Southeast Asia or the Latin America. Now we get to see that. Technically, again, because we did have the first international tournament this year for both regions, but we're going to see it continued. This time we have 10 teams who are going to be competing. We would have just done a normal top 8, but we wanted to give everyone that chance to compete. So we will have 2 matches for round 1 that are going to be best of ones to determine who is going to go into our top 8. That's going to be Anti-Plasma versus Qatar et Fatier. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I do apologize if I'm not, but if I recall, that means cut and slice. After that, we'll have Unfashionable versus the Clown Petition. So, that said, the tournament is started on challenge. Exclamation point bracket for... This is actually see the bracket, obviously. So you can see who's competing. That said, let us get Anti-Plasma into the room. I see Soul King. And then we have Death Gun Gale, who doesn't look like they're in sparring. Looks like they're logged in. Oh, there they are. Yep. We have an Immortal Comet Crusader team. They will be up against Mayfest, who was, if I recall, they were part of the winning team in the first international tournament for Latin America this year. They'll be teaming up with Sinbad. Yes, this is the international server, Mr. Buddha himself. Ah, yes, Mayfest was actually part of the winning team. Black and White with Deaths. With that, we have a Furious Blade Code Ultimate combination. Shimo, analysis.
Okay. We're probably going to see a lot of support coming in with the Code Ultimate, probably just chucking spears from the air and then trying to get some range support, while we have the Furious Blade playing a bit more aggressive, definitely with that Sonic Slash helping get a lot more aggressive. The other characters are definitely going to be going in, and then we might see some rush down from the Iron Body Immortal, just maybe probably going to try and catch out that Code Ultimate whenever he can.
both of our teams know that this is best of one. Give it their best. That way they have no regrets. All right. Alright, this is using the 2v2 PvP League rule set. Everything is allowed. We have Tree of El Top as our first map of the day.
Yep. Yeah, as you can see here, we're probably we got some Haunting Spirits going out already, forcing Raven to actually get an escape skill for FB, but he actually gets a catch out of it. I believe I saw an escape skill, Iron Body, coming out from the Immortal, actually getting this catch, forcing the escape skill. Rauma actually scratching them, but forces them to knock down. We see a little bit of a guard catch on the very bottom, getting Sinbad right there, while the Cold Ultimate actually gets Soul King. First Wolf trying to save his teammate right there, gets them out with some Awakening Clashes going on. Okay.
That's like a lot of stuff happening and preventing people
yeah,
from getting their combos.
As you can see, like, the timing of that escape skill to get them out of that catch with Mod Illusion Thorns was really good. But right now, again, like, very aggressive play right now. Like, no one's really like holding on to their resources, saving up for the big nuke. But however, we see a Cold Ultimate get a catch right here, uses Spear Burst right there to continue this catch. Oh, there goes an Assault Spear coming out, but
does still hit death.
Infinite Chaser coming out, actually. Trying to, like, come out. However, we see the CC getting the catch on the bottom right there at the Raven, as the CU gets an Awakening right there, getting the catch on the Immortal. CC trying to go in to save him. There goes a Burst Wolf, but doesn't actually connect due to Queen's Throne. But here goes a Sword Ball coming out. Uses a clock to try and negate more of the damage. There goes the Infinite Chaser, but there goes a Fire and Slash just to get in there and save his teammate.
For now,
however, there goes an Illusion Thorns into another one, getting the catch with the Spear Burst, forcing Soul King to actually break there.
Yeah, Mayfest showing like why they were so good in that first tournament. They're actually keeping that strength up right now.
Yeah. Right now, Soul King, though, having not much resources right now, this life is going to be quite hard for him to play. There goes that Sonic Slash coming out to get the catch, while Mayfest is just on death right here, yeah. But there goes an Infinite Chaser getting the catch here, but there goes Lucian Thor's actually getting the catch there for them. Using that to confirm right here, just getting a nice little catch, forcing Death to break. Again, definitely in the favor of blue side right here. Like, not only do they have a bit more of a mana lead, but they also have the life lead too.
That's true.
But maybe with this revenge buff, if Soul King can actually get a catch here, he can maybe start normalizing this. Oh, there goes a Rapid Guardian coming out.
And then the Sword blasting at the bottom.
Right here. Yeah. Yeah. That's actually getting a good amount of mana refund out of that and damage. As you can see, they both died. Usually, you would want to try and stagger those deaths because now they have all that mana to play around with. But it's very hard to actually leave them alive there.
Unfortunate, because now Death Gun Gale is living off a Pixel. So Soul is gonna have to run. That's what he's saying. Run time.
Yeah, no, like he has to play last. Like Death is going to have to die here. Here goes the revenge buff.
Yep.
But once again, he has like no mana. All he has really is a Shatter and a Dream. He might get Iron Body right here. Nope, gets caught out. Atomic Shield to help with this confirm right here. Oh! Assault Spear into a Shatter into, but was able to actually break there.
Good timing on that one.
Yeah. However, there goes a Final Blade coming out, catching him sliding downwards on that.
Anime finish? No, not enough.
No, it's not enough. But again, like, he has no mana. This Fairy Blade is going to keep going on him. There goes an Obten into a Fog. Meanwhile, the CC does Mountain Blast to get this catch on the CU here. Just trying to keep up this pressure. Uses Obten and then forcing the CC to have to play defensive. Have to try and defend this. However, a Shatter coming out from Sinbad into a Berserker Blade. This might actually just kill him with all these tenacity skills, making it harder for him to get just enough mana, but a very lucky free Shadow Shield. Yeah, some health and that free Shadow Shield. But then there goes CU Hyper right there onto the CC.
Sword blasting in the corner.
Yeah, sword blasting down, forcing Sinbad to break for full.
But
there goes on a Spear and instead just kills the CC.
No need to chase when you could just go after the other one.
Yeah. It's a viable strategy. Like, if you think about it, like, it's not like, what is the teammate gonna do? And jump in and risk their life to try and save? Like, he already has to deal with the pressure of the FB, and the nerves are definitely kicking in there.
Also, shout out to the Brazilian community making this room name. Thank you, guys.
That was actually pretty close. If the CC was able to like get a little bit more of an advantage at that point, that actually would have been a really close game because they had revenge buff. They could have gotten a lot of resources. They could have potentially burst them down, and the Immortal ended up actually getting the recatch off and pressuring that FP. That was a really close match, actually.
It actually was.
Kind of,
especially like near the end, like Death actually did have Mayfest. I think it was Mayfest. It might have been. No, yeah, it was Mayfest.
yeah.
Pretty much like kind of like on their own, and was able to get some good damage and combos out onto them. So good use of their resources, taking advantage because they know the CU is a bit of a problem. Let me try to hold them off as much as possible, but unfortunately, Sinbad got the better of Soul right there.
Yeah. No, like that's one of those games where it's like it could have been like it was a very unfortunate that was a best of one because honestly that was a pretty close match, and I would like to know how the other ones would do.
That is true. Next up, we have Team Unfashionable versus Team Competition. Unfashionable featuring Yiyu and Nimue. We have an Opferong and a Nisha Labyrinth. And they'll be taking on competition of Arcandanic. Apparently I cannot type their name correctly. There we go. Who is a Genesis and Cookie 91. So in the Twitch chat, they're horrible in 2v2, preferring the 1v1 lifestyle. We do have a bit of an interesting case here, actually, with Koki. He is not a Furious Blade. Unless he is, and I'm just,
Looks like is that a trans Blade Master?
Yes. He is actually known to do this. He is known to do this because he loves Blade Master that much. We'll say.
I mean, I can agree with a name like Blade Master. That's kind of cool. Like you're a master of the blade there, while the other one you're just mad. Furious, to be more specific.
All right, let me update the names on the graphic before I forget. Toki currently sweating right now because we're building him up. That's going to be a little bit awkward with the competition name, but that's unfortunate. All right. Yeah, we got the Blade Master Transcendence. Let's see how Cookie can do. Stacked up against an Opherong and Nisha Labyrinth. And of course, we do get the Genesis from Arcandanic. So I would say like both sides have quite a bit of damage that can come out from both sides.
For sure. I mean, like Genesis with his normals, especially when he awakens, definitely can do quite the damage. But again, we'll probably end up seeing a lot of pressure going on here. Yeah, like right here at the start.
Yep.
We can definitely see this Nisha getting in here. Probably going to just use a lot of their tenacity skills and then just keep applying pressure. Yeah, there's especially the awaken look. Yep. However, using painkiller to get in there and use that slight super armor from connecting, as you can see.
Wish that inner aurora delayed, couldn't really get anything, but Cookie is grabbed by that Nisha and goes down.
Yeah. However, there goes the inner aura catch once again. Again, just the tenacity skill spam of Nisha Labyrinth. Just really strong, really aggressive. Uses gets that quick information as soon as they press their skills to either choose to aggress or back off, and getting that slight resource gain back.
Yeah,
you can see.
I mean,
we can see Cookie actually getting in there right now using Shadow Step to try and play around both of them.
Like, obviously he's missing the third advancement passes, but he can still do some work, and we just saw right there he is skilled. Never doubt. There's the master skill from Nisha.
You can see the master skill coming out, making it give it a lot of pressure in that corner right there. Yep.
And
Auburn squished, and yep, it's dead.
Flattened, unfortunately. Good effort from Team Competition. Unfashionable will be moving on to face Team Promise of Ruby Doss and I can't recall the name off the top of my head. Asalina. There we go.
I feel bad because I was mainly like the Ein was definitely the Offerung was doing a lot, but I was kind of like skeptical because again, like I actually haven't really seen that much of the fourth path Ein, so like this was a really nice showcasing of him because like I was like he's called Offerung, right? But I also like isn't that a like I wasn't sure if I was thinking of like a Hersher skill or like some of their other skills. Like they're all just so foreign to me that I can't I can't remember what is what for me.
Yeah, they are a bit confusing, even to me, actually.
Yeah, like when I was thinking Offroad, I was like, isn't that like a Hersher skill? And it's like, no, that's Ostrog.
Yeah, ooh. That, you know what, I'm going to have to adjust the text for a second. Good thing I did it a little bit earlier. My fault because I didn't really check these names and all that to see how big are they.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's way too small. So I'll do that. Oh. It would help if I unlocked it, duh. Alright, there we go. And Qatari Fatier is perfectly fine where it is. Alright, so we have a Hangaris Implacivus. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I do apologize for my Latin American speaking being very poor.
You might just get nicknames from me. I might just come up with nicknames for you guys. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But we have Coton Lower and Polivalente versus Mayfest and Sinbad. Getting another shot in there. Make that Ruby now. Nope. It's the team. I don't want that.
How do you replay the video? If you go back, you can actually see these matches are actually being recorded on VOD. If you want to go back to some, you can actually just go back into our VOD history and then just check out the history. We have also a bunch of previous tournaments as well if you want to check that out.
Yeah. We also will have the video up on YouTube as well. So when it's when the stream is over, you can always go back there to do it. We haven't really been doing a timestamp thing, but we're probably going to be jumping into that for the 2v2 anniversary tournament, and then maybe looking back at a few of the older ones and trying to do that too. All right. We have Kotaloa, who is a Revenant. Polivalente with the Night Emperor.
And then we have the FB and the CU of Mayfez and Sinbad, yeah.
Not Koki. Koki was the Blade Master, not the Furious Blade.
Yeah. with Oath of Ruin.
Yeah. What if it's favorite titles, actually?
Very niche title to use. It can be pretty funny when it does work.
All right, Now that we are officially in top 8, all these matches will be best of 3. Almost said matches will be best of 34. That'd be way too many matches, unfortunately.
I don't think I have time for that, especially with what's going on later.
That's true. We do have the North America bracket at 5 p.m. Pacific today, which is in 3.5-ish hours, so a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right, Batman Lake, we see the Eclipse and Fallen Shadow on Kota and Palavante.
Yeah. Yep. As you can, however, we see Pole actually getting the first catch here. I'm just going to try and shorten this so I can get some commentary. But there goes an Illusion Thorns, but we get chasing Death Super Armor to actually get out. Meanwhile, Queen Storm with Sonic Slash. Pole not in Super Armor though, but Sonic Blade's away, but Illusion Thorns catching them back, and that core was able to just hit them a little bit up and getting them away from Mayfest's catch right there.
So
we can see a mortar blow into Sonic Blade. Yep. The KE special of just using a bunch of tenacities to get some damage and catching. There goes an escape goal from Pole. However, there goes a vertical slicer already doing the damage, uses a clock to make it a little bit hard to follow up, but Pole already just on it. However, we see a Queen's thrown from a Mayfest into an Illusion Thorns.
Oh, but no Super Armor and Paulo Valente gets caught after that Sonic Blade.
Yep.
Kota's sitting on
some nice
so
damage.
much MP though.
Yeah.
It does go down.
However, we can see an Awakening from Sinbad, but no proper follow-up. Tries to Wolfang in, but doesn't get anything out of it for it. Well, actually, he gets an opt-in. That's actually pretty big. Yep, there goes a Chasing Death, getting the follow-up right there.
Good
Tries
job!
to save him, which is Chilling Breath actually getting them out, but then counter with Sinbad's Shadow Step into Flying Slash. However, Mayfest's core ended up getting them afterwards, uses a Shockwave. Wrong Sonic attack.
We love
there's
our
the Sonic Slash. Yeah. The little cheeky little dash like that. Oh, tries to use
Use the drill.
tried to hit them with that drill, yeah.
Well, Paulo Valente unfortunately couldn't.
However, yeah. However, Pole actually getting this catch right here. We can see the other people just kind of respecting their spaces, and Mayfest goes down. Various Blade dying along with them. Was trying to get in there with the heal when they're res prop, but looks like that they just died to some DOT, probably from like a 12-5 accessory.
Yep,
probably. Undying Flame. Yeah.
And as the chat's pointing out, the KE is cooking. No, Kota lower is not Choli. This is the international server bracket. Choli does not play international.
However, we see Mayfest getting the catch over here on the left side, finishing Kota, while Sinbad is tried to catch a Pole there, but Pole was able to get that guild heal right there and just now kind of chilling around. Looks like that they're just playing a bit passive, maybe waiting for Kota to get going. Oh, Shatter coming out, actually getting a catch on Sinbad, but then there goes an Atomic Shield as a support, allowing their teammate to actually Shadow Step out. Not getting that follow-up from the Sonic Blade. However, there goes a Shadow Step from Kota, actually getting the catch on Sinbad, forcing Sinbad to break. Meanwhile, we see an Illusion Throw and an Atomic Shield, getting that catch on Pole.
Ooh, Kota
was able to roll out. Yeah. However, Sinbad trying to get some catches here, tries the Berserker Blade, but get followed up by a Shatter. But there goes a Vertical Slicer.
Mana break on the Vertical Slicer, unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, not getting that damage off of
Double Shattered. Connect.
Yep. Average. They're just throwing rocks at each other. However, Sinbad tries to awake and get a catch, but Kota now just up 10. Blue team definitely looking at a better advantage. Just awakens, tries to find something to do. Very low on resources. Now is just living on a dream, but has to rely on their teammate to actually find an opening. Maybe they get in with some mana, try and get some catches. Tries to save their teammate. But instead, Shadow stepped over to the other person.
You gotta be very careful here, because...
Yeah, no.
Oh, no, Kota gets caught by the hyperactive!
Yep. However, Kota getting caught. There goes Clutch into his Atomic Shield. Just set up to make sure that he can get... Well then.
That was a lot of damage coming out.
Yeah, no, so the first Atomic Shield was just a react afterwards, but then they got the reset, and from the first Atomic Shield, I believe they saw that he propped an Eclipse Shield. So instead, they did another Atomic Shield to actually stall out that and still had enough for that Assault Spear.
Mm-hmm. And similar to like what we do on the NA side, we are remaking the room after every game, just to make sure that there's no latency issues with being in the room for too long.
Okay. The drill name is Invasion. I kept wanting to call it Merciless Revenge, and I'm like, no, I know better. That's not that skill.
Oh, that's why I'm like, wait, why can't I get the map side? Oh, right. I'm actually listed as a player because I'm on that side. Alright.
And Palavante, Mayfest, and Sinbad.
You know, I'm a little bit upset with Sinbad's name because it has, like, ad in it, and he's not playing ad. But, if anything, Kota Lower, unfortunately, had a rough game there, dying 3 times total. So, let's see if maybe this time the game will be different. Get the score too. Is that the reason? Also, for a reminder, if you guys are in the tournament, make sure that you utilize the map ban system that we have. Oh, immediately an Ignite comes out on Mayfest.
Ignite. The Mayfest is looking down at your suggestion. However, Sinbad got their back, just Sonic Slashes straight in.
Catches both of
them,
too.
No things, just Slash. Yeah, getting to catch on both of them. However, Molly already using Iron Body here. Getting some hits in, so Mayfest wasn't able to capitalize on their Super Armor state there. But still, getting out some catches here, just some damage. Sonic Slash going on the other side, but there goes a steep skill into Sonic Blade.
I wonder if that hits Sinbad too.
Wow, Shockwave getting both of them actually. However, using Illusion Thorns, that delay actually allowing him to capitalize and catch out Paul Levante, but doesn't follow properly. There goes the Mortal Blow.
The Mod Mortal Blow?
Yeah. Mod Mortal Blow is, like, although, like, a lot of people use, you see, like, a lot of people use the normal one for reach and the damage. The mod one isn't that bad either. It's a little bit wonky, but it gives you, like, a little bit more difference and stuff. It's a little bit trickier to play around. As you can see, he tries to see his use the Sonic Blade downwards hitbox to save him out there a bit. But, again, Mayfest just playing around it, just keep pressing their skills. But,
Paulo Valente goes down. Sinbad also went down earlier, so score is even. That might change in a moment.
Just Mayfest getting a lot of mana off that catch, though. Yeah. We can see actually the Revenant popping their V key to help out the cooldowns of the KE there. Well, actually, no, it resets their own, but there was no skills connected actually, so it doesn't even help them out too much.
That's interesting. Coda does go down.
Yeah. However, we see the Mod Mortal, but that Berserker Blade wasn't enough to actually get them out, and I believe that broke their res.
It did. I was surprised that it even hit at that height. Yeah,
no, the last hit of Mod Mortal Blow is actually lingers quite a bit, and it travels a bit too. So like it's actually like really weird to play around. It's pretty good. Yeah, but as you can see, we see the Sonic Slash coming out, uses Mod Mortal Blow to get in there. Oh. However, Sinbad getting both of them, but
does
follows up the wrong way. Yeah. We can see a Sonic Blade actually chipping Mayfest out of the air.
There's another Ignite that came out.
Yep. There goes an Awaken into Master Skill, getting to catch onto Mayfest. Tries to knock them down afterwards. However, Mayfest being able to just get some skills out. There goes the Mortal Blow just to stuff them after that skill.
Rising Slash does help with taking out Paulo Valente.
Yep. However, there goes a Chilling Breath to get catch there. But Sinbad Sonic Slashing through that, forcing Coda to actually break there. There goes the Shatter.
Keeps himself
Good
alive.
follow up. Yep. Just trying to keep combo on him to get some mana. Does not combo him off upwards. However, there goes the trick, getting some damage in, forcing Coda to break immediately. Again,
but maybe it's just so many resources. There's the junk break.
Junk break into string cutting, but there goes the escape skill out into.
Sinbad's up.
Yeah, Sinbad's up. Shockwave immediately on get up. Yeah, and that is.
Kota. Mayfest and Sinbad moving on into our semifinals, eliminating the team of Palavalente and Kota Lower.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Team Outplayed featuring Capedras and Hockey versus Manu Price, which is featuring Mon Price and Ether Lila.
Where's the hypersonic?
Where's the
where's the hypersonic?
I was gonna say I don't think I had enough coffee today.
Kind of the same with me right now, but I was just going to try and go off of some chat of where someone said, "Where's the hypersonic stab one shot?" Although hypersonic stab does do a lot of damage and prevents the break, in a 2 setting, it's a little bit harder to play around because you kind of if you use it, you kind of treat it as like a hyper because although yeah, it can do a lot of damage and they can't break out of it. The thing is, there are multiple lives in there, and you have to think about the consequences of you pressing that button because again, it hits a lot. So it can give your opponent a ton of mana, some awakening beads and stuff like that. It's a bit risky of a play around.
And I think one thing you probably would want to do is try to hit both of your opponents with it, especially when they're on top of each other, just because that does have a bit of splash damage, and that can eliminate health bars if you're not careful.
Yeah. It's a lot better to run the mod one and actually do that too, because that does get the damage boost in a lot less hits. So, yeah.
Let me update.
But yeah, more people run Shockwave because it's a cheaper mana cost and it's easier to follow up. So it's more impactful in more fast-paced games like 2. You can't really be too greedy unless your character enables it a lot easier. Yeah.
Alright, well, we have the team of Mad Paradox Deus Air versus an Ether Sage and Deus Air.
Oh, one unready. Okay.
Okay.
Looks like they're ready now.
Alright, how do you expect this to kind of work?
Well, one of the DSAers will probably win.
You're funny.
But other than that, as a gameplay, analyzing some gameplay, we're probably going to hear meditation at the very start, especially with how Aether Sage functions. Yep, there it goes right now, just going to get that slight early mana game. Plays around with the super armor, actually. I believe that actually forced out an escape skill.
It did, I heard
now
it.
They're cut. Oh no! There goes the lightning shower coming out, and then getting the catch, but ooh, that was a very aggressive lightning circle there.
That was.
However, forcing escape skill on to use from Monprice, and Obten's immediately there. However, this Mad Paradox actually did get the catch on them. Meanwhile, the DAs are kind of just duking it out. It looks like Hockey. There goes the first Holy Declaration.
Although, despite the early start from Ether Lila, they're almost dead. So is Monprice.
No. Yeah, as soon as we get some some rain to actually talk about what happened at the start there, I could definitely say what's going on. But meanwhile, it looks like Aether Lilia actually did get the catcher into a lightning shower, trying to get some good follow up. But there goes the Brave cover bailing out their teammate. But yeah, no. I'll leave it till the end of the match, actually. Okay. Meanwhile, we see Aether Lilia just kind of obtending, just trying to definitely showing a little bit of fear from what's going on with the position. But how this, yeah, Catherine actually just getting that catch there on both. Oh. However, Aether Sage now getting a catch. There goes their own Holy Declaration, now getting the buff. However, now that he's going to press their own, clocks it.
Clock.
So, yeah, not getting that damage. Now this is actually now looking in such a better position right now.
Much better.
Like,
for sure.
Yeah, Yeah, like although the score is 2-0, you could look at the mana difference for sure. Cats are playing very aggressive right now, but how they're
right now
immediately lightning shower.
Yeah, revives definitely got triggered from both Hockey and Cathedras.
Yeah, and they both go down. Aether Sage is going to just get a ton of value, start memorizing their skills, building up the mana. There just has so much free reign and just build up. Like this Aether Sage is going to be the key for the victory on the blue side right here.
Yep, they do have 2 skills stocked up on that too.
Yeah, no, along with like having full mana, like not only is it going to be like hard to catch them with teleport and figure out with the delay, but they have skills. However, there goes all their memorized skills already. So now they're playing with their actual mana bar here. Uses lightning shower. Not
that's a skill just with the delay.
Communication, yeah. However, there goes an awakening. This void field actually does get them both. Oh no, they were trying to break, but then they went down the slope. Yeah, that's game right there.
That is unfortunate.
No, so they broke, but then because of how void field functioned with that, it actually put them back up, and then they were able to get hit, and then they just lost all their mana. That was a very unfortunate interaction. Although the Aether Sage was providing a lot of utility and providing a lot of catches, the one problem that they probably have is a little bit of focus and communication. Because when Aether Sage gets a catch, the DA joins on them instead of capitalizing on the other person or trying to zone them away to help them out there. You can tell by a lot of the matches that the moment that they see like a lightning shower, they run towards the Aether Sage and start comboing with them, but then the other person has free reign to try and save, especially with like having to deal with a mad paradox that could try and save with like, although they might not look like they have mana, they have DP to spend. Or if it's the DA, they can grave cover and just super armor them out. So like you gotta really play around that. They had a good start, but they just didn't follow up well enough to capitalize on it.
Yeah, unfortunately, they had a good start, then it went downhill, but then it started looking like it was going uphill, and then that mana break happened.
Yeah, no. I mean, there was a little bit more than just that mana break. That mana break just sealed the game pretty much, so. Like, that break at the end was just truly unfortunate on that slope.
Go. Just a quick check. Alright, yep, we're good.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I don't know why the score did not update.
Yeah. But it's okay. Don't worry. The DAs are duking it out. One of the DAs is winning. However, we got this little battle of MP versus Aether Sage. Looks like that. Their first break. However, pulling lights, just adding that pressure. They're forcing escape seal on from Mon. However, there goes a void field catching Mon right there. As you can see, Hockey realizes that the ad's got it, so he just backs up and tries to pressure the Aether Sage. But the Aether Sage does find an opening, pressures. There goes a Holy Declaration coming out from Hockey. After just managing the KD and just doing super armor, Mon actually getting saving out their partner with that Holy Declaration, but yeah, just pressing a bunch of skills, and the Aether Sage not wanting to take any just chip damage immediately offense there. However, we get the catch from Aether Sage, and we can see a lightning shower coming out with the pulling light. That pulling light actually getting them out of that situation right there. However, we see a Rivet Crest coming out doing quite some damage. Cass's now following up with a Void Field. There goes a Seal of Time just to set up, just to lower the cooldown of Hockey, so therefore he can press a big skill once again.
And can potentially give him another chance to not die.
Yeah, no, like, look at that. Like, he just lowered the cooldown of Rivet Crest and was able to press it again. Now Hockey is again just using his resources really well. It's now 3-0. We might see another Seal of Time, yeah, just to ensure this life with the extra reses. We see a Circle of Elements, but then Voidfield coming out. Mon already just providing that support with a pulling light off screen. We see a Lightning Shower try and get Hockey, but does not get the catch it. There goes a bunch of us
Ooh, Hockey
Bravery
does
skills
lose.
coming out from Hockey. Yeah.
Yep.
Nah, Hockey's the only one dead. Let's see how they play this out. Are they going to leave him alive, or are they going to try and kill him? Either way, it's still a benefit, but again, Hockey does have a lot of mana. They might just try and proc him near death and then just leave him alone, especially since he's going to always want to try and be aggressive, like as you can see here.
Although right
You see
now, it
HyperXL, him
definitely
trying to
doesn't look
push
like
this
you want to
Aisha.
die.
They're just pressuring the Aisha, making sure that she can't charge. Fog follow up, getting their teammate to catch, but then there goes Holy Declaration, getting a ton of damage actually on Hockey. Played a bit too close for him.
Oh my god, Hockey's almost dead already!
Yeah, no, again, they have revenge buff of the 2 units, but again, if you pay attention to their mana, they don't have much. But this Aether Sage now has a lot of space. And but then here goes the Holy Deck, yep, and that's game.
Too close.
Was able to get just enough mana, yeah. Yeah, that was the Aether Sage had a good idea of what to do there, but they got a bit too close, and it was a bit too late with the mana gain. The Aether Sage realized, like, okay, I should just charge to get my advantage, and they realized that their teammate got caught. Tries to go over and save him, but then the teammate ends up either breaking, or he just backs off and then just goes for the Aether Sage as soon as he had enough mana just to use one of those big circle AoE skills. Like, he has tons of options. There's Rivet Crest, there's Holy Declaration.
Alright, next up we have Team Promise featuring Rubidos and Astelina, who took second place in our beginning of the year tournament for the Latin America bracket. And they'll be up against Yiyu and Mimwe of Team Unfashionable, the Alpharong and Nisha Labyrinth team that we had.
Again, excuse my German. I still don't know that character too. I haven't really seen him much. Like, I know that, like, their kind of role in what they do to an extent. It's just that I just haven't seen like that much gameplay of him, and all the skills kind of just blend in with all the other paths with for my brain, my puny brain.
Mm-hmm. Mimwe is resetting their ping. There's you. And now we have to try to get Astelina. Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Alright, we got an Empire Sword and Minerva up against Opferong and Nisha Labyrinth. You definitely see a bit of some interesting stuff happening in this match.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it's just because I am a Minerva fan, so I actually am glad that we have a Minerva here.
I mean, like, their gameplay and like other stuff is like quite like, oh well, there they go.
Uh-oh. So is there Minerva? A Rose? Yes, hi Arashi. We have a Rose who just dipped on us. Probably resetting their ping too.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
You know, Rose isn't really that common of a character, and or especially like Minerva classes to also like see, but they are like really strong and like provide like similar utility of like other characters. They are like it is a pretty strong class. It's just that you don't really see them as well.
Oh boy. I guess I should probably do a ping in the Discord. Like, hey guys, if you're gonna do that, please do that before I have to bring you in. Because yeah, we are on a bit of a schedule today because we do have another tournament. This one bigger. There we go. All right. It's Mimwe. I actually scared the Minerva away. Well, hi. We'll do a prediction later for the final match, so you can spend those points.
The numbers just to grow big, and then you just gloat and look at it.
Exactly. All right. 3, 2, 1. Alright, Team Promise versus Unfashionable. Empire Sword Minerva and Opferong Labyrinth on the bridge.
A very good map for these characters that want to use like their projectiles, which is typically everyone that is an Empire Sword that has those. But as you can see, Minerva playing pretty aggressive here, getting caught out immediately.
Juggernaut Buster, catching both of them.
Buster, getting both of them into cross slash. There goes Iron Body, tries to catch them afterwards. Minerva just keeping their distance. However, this Nisha just pressuring them, forcing them to break right now.
Smart by
this Nisha. Yeah, no, this Nisha's just like being very hyper aggressive and then trying to build up as much space. But this Empire Sword now finding a good time to punish. There goes a Platson trying to squish and save the Nisha, but doesn't really go out.
And Aslina gets some good damage onto you.
Yeah. Yeah, forcing the break there.
Actually triggered the revival passive off Nimue from the title.
Yeah.
And takes him out too.
Yeah, no. Ooh. Good follow up on this. On the Minerva there. Just they have a bunch of jumps and flight.
True.
They can afford to play around that for a while, and then if they fall, it's on them.
Yeah, at that point, yeah. Alright, Ruby Dawson and Aslina currently 2-0 in this game.
Yeah. We do see a straight actually hitting Ruby though. Now they're actually at 0, so there's not really much for that they can do. So this is their chance. Yeah, they're Blaston getting the catch there. Just, however, Empire Sword managed to find an opening, gets a catch on him, Mim right there.
Yeah, Ruby
there goes their Juggernaut Busher.
Ruby
just getting them some
good use of their super armor too, so that they don't get caught.
Yeah, no.
Although Aslina is the first to go.
Yeah. Now they're following up on Ruby right here. We might see some combos trying to solve it. Nope. There goes an inner aura. Does not want this Empire Sword to apply pressure onto the Ein without much resources. So, yep. There goes an inner aura into a BB getting the catch. Meanwhile, we can see that the Rosa's got the catch here. There goes an Awaken. Are we going to see a Pen Bullet with the amount of mana that they have right now? But they did get caught. There goes a Hunting Spirit. Does get caught out. Yeah. Tries to use Claymore just to know what's going on, but there goes a Look being able to punch them. Backs out immediately as soon as they see Ruby respawn.
Double catch.
There goes an Awaken. Yeah.
Into the slam.
Grabs Ruby that goes on the other way, but not proper follow-up. Ruby being able to catch out into a penetrating bullet into cross slash. Although the cross slash didn't connect, but that penetrating bullet was enough. Finishing me on right now.
Yeah, Mimway does go down. You still gets tagged by the shadow though. Too close.
Okay, but however, Minute spawns immediately, shatters. There goes a follow-up. There's Awaken, just tries to follow up.
There's another one.
Oh no, there's a Pen Bullet.
Oh!
No! And he just goes flying.
Oh nope!
He pressed this. I don't know the name of that active, but it's a super armor dashing active, like a typical one. But if they were to press like any iframe skill there, that would have been really good reaction, or maybe even press jumping.
Oh, someone please clip that and send it to me on Discord, please. I'm gonna tour the map at the end, yes. Alright, so Team Promise takes game 1. Even though it was a very strong showing for both Ruby and Aslina, it wasn't a perfect showing. Yiyu and Mimwe did have a good chance, and if Yiyu didn't use that super armor and instead like use a special active to avoid that penetrating bullet, we might have seen a different game.
No, for sure. Like, from what I was watching right there, like they obviously I'm trying to not only do I have to remember their IGNs, I also have to remember how to pronounce them. Like Ruby and Estelina, like they were doing like pretty well, getting a lot of damage Ruby playing hyper aggressive, doing really well. But the thing is that Mimue, again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but they were playing really well. Like they were using a lot. Like although they were using their mobility a lot to go back and forth, trying to manage and save and just like keep up the pressure.
Mhm.
But one of the problems with it was that they weren't getting like proper follow-ups. Like they have to be like a bit more confident, a bit more like reactive, because like at times you see them like do a jump or an air dash. Sometimes they up Z the wrong way. Some follow-ups are weird. Like they have their awakening at times to make up for it, but the time that they didn't, Ruby was just able to capitalize, just use some either super armor active or even just plus Iron Body raw itself and then just get in there. Like that's how Ruby was able to get so many punishes out of that.
There you go. Yeah, just let me know when they are ready. I'm gonna let Ruby let me know when to invite Estelina. So if we take too long, then. And I do see Steus, who is our last team, or one of the last teams, or part of one of the last teams, rather, who will be competing, because we are in match 3 of our top 8. We still have 2 more teams.
And then after that, we've seen all our players. Then we go into semifinals.
Mm-hmm. All right. We have Judges Hard.
We're probably going to see a good amount of play in probably both the middle and the lowest platform. The middle platform is very nice for the Minerva with their bullets right here. And the bottom platform is to play around the Minerva.
Yep.
So as you can see, we are playing immediately straight on the middle platform. There goes a Divine Blade. Is he going to get any catches? No, it looks like that'll look them down instead. Yeah. Inner Aura coming out into an Oi. Painkiller to keep that super armor up. Tries to pressure the Minerva, but instead gets caught out. There goes a pen bullet. Immediately right there, frogging their res. Tries to get their awakening out to help out the.
Oh god, I forget the name of that bravery. It's a really good one.
Yep, immediate escape skill comes out, but then there goes a Divine Blade, going to get the Grace and a follow-up, forcing Ying to actually just naturally knock down.
There is definitely something that we should consider, and that's Ophrong's AoE, because they can actually hit you even on those curves if you're not careful.
Oh yeah, no. He has very big hitboxes.
Oh, and then you got yourself into not a good spot.
Look in the corner. Oh no, not this kind of play right now. But it looks like they're actually doing perfectly fine. Again, like I believe the Empire Sword probably timed an Iron Body properly in that and was able to punish. And yeah, like Ying went down, but Ying does have a lot of mana. Empire Sword doesn't need too much mana in order to perform if they get enough pressure applied, and then Estelina getting caught here. Probably going to just straight up die, yeah.
Let's go down. Ruby is close, but does have the catch of Mimue.
Yep, forcing them to break. Again, they're trying to apply that slight pressure on her right now. On Ruby, but Ruby turns it around. Just trickle dive from tries to save with delays in the background along with some AoE hitboxes, but doesn't really get anything out. However, Ruby now did proc their res. All their skills are on cooldown.
And the Flatson
does end up just squish them right there. Oh, straight into the corner.
Right into that corner. Yeah. That's going to be quite a bit of damage coming out.
Yep, there goes the BB into look, just trying to get some nice damage. Good break at that kind of moment right there. Although it could have potentially ledge reset with the launch up. They noticed that they used look, so they couldn't pressure afterwards. So I agree with the breaking after the look.
Another look comes out, but not really getting. Oh, Ruby gets caught.
No, gets caught with the painkiller, but then there goes a penetrating bullet, actually getting Yu Ying there, tripping up enough, forcing him to break her full. Now this match is looking very bad for blue side here. Tries to use shatter, however, there goes a cross classic, getting the catch, followed up with a shatter, and then just
not enough
using
to break.
grenade right there. Yeah, no, not enough to break. Pressure grenade just to try and burst out the damage, so therefore he doesn't get the option to break.
That penetrating bullet sealed it for Team Promise. If they missed that, again, different game. Like, Ashley's been on point with those penetrating bullets, we'll say.
Yeah, no, they definitely they definitely hit their shots.
Alright, next up. We have our final top 8 match. Team Unlimited featuring Intangis and Defs versus the losers, Giyu and Stias. Although I don't know if this team will be losers. We'll have to find out. So get Defs and Intangis. A Doombringer Catastrophe combo. And we have a Giyu with another Revenant. And we got a Shakti. Needs to come sparring. You were here earlier.
Just keep refreshing the community tab. They'll show up eventually if they're
I'm sure.
if their partner's already here.
I'm gonna ping him on Discord anyway.
Yeah, might as well.
Never mind.
You know,
I can't. Either they're the one person that didn't enter, or I don't remember what their Discord thing is.
I mean, if anyone here could probably contact them, or like probably their teammate, because they probably want to play. I'm assuming, right? Yeah, but does Nisha have the highest command damage out of the Labbies? Well, Labby is a more physical damage-based command character, especially with disease and stuff like that. So that does help with the commands, and I believe they do have like, I don't know if this is true, but I believe they have like a crit damage passive, so like they can hit harder. But she is a little bit more knockdown heavy compared to the other Labbies, if you want to play around that kind of damage. So, but they do have a lot of buffing and stuff and things.
I would kind of probably say that Eternity Winter may also have the strongest, just because of the on-hit effect of their passive.
Their passive does hurt, but honestly, what that their passive that mainly they benefit off of is just that little bubble that adds up over time.
Oh yeah,
it's very definitely change some games.
And we did have a Night Emperor and a Genesis earlier. Unfortunately, both of them, I believe, have been eliminated.
Yeah.
We are at Arenode City.
Yep. You can see Death right here, just slamming down. That hitbox does drag down, and it is very good. But however, Shakti does use their super armor dive to find a catch, forcing Death to actually use his escape skill. We do see Intangis getting a catch right here, and I believe the Aura just used her escape skill as well. From hearing that. There goes the Revenant trying to get a catch, chasing Death, but on the wrong platform right there. No follow-up from those spheres afterwards, so...
I will say, good job by Stias to avoid Death's assault.
Yeah. However, there goes an escape skill from the Raven. Phantom blinks back in, though, oh no! Forces them to escape skill out. I guess that wasn't an escape skill. However, we see a Quicksilver Axel trying to drag them together to get some damage.
I'm not able to. Stias catches Intangis with the delay.
Nope. We do see Intangis trying to follow up on this Shakti right here, but to no avail. We have some quite the forces coming out. However, there goes a that Onyx Spear almost messed up that Conquer, but luckily it still came out. There goes a Dark Crescent, not Dark Crescent coming out, just trying to get that CP.
And
we might see
to point out,
Apollyon here?
Yes,
yeah, there is the Apollyon. Getting a good amount of damage, although some of the damage did get a bit blocked from Raven Core Shield. So it did save him a bit.
Yeah, and one thing to kind of like point out is Deaths had a very strong showing at the beginning of this year with his Doombringer, and Conqueror has only gotten better since then, and we got to see it right there.
Yeah.
Oh, and just getting caught.
Are we getting a catch here? Yeah, the good follow up on that. However, there goes a quick over XL, getting them out.
Armor
But
on Mana Drain keeps guys safe. Contentious goes down.
That's now obtaining, just looking for a good opportunity to potentially get a catch here. Yeah, there goes the... No, actually. That Awakening did not work out in his favor. There goes a Creeper trying to punish Elsword, but there goes a Pulse Cannon coming out. It just chills in the Raven nades, getting a little bit more mana right there.
The damage to the flames aren't really that big a deal. Might as well just get the extra mana.
Well, not only is it mana, it's also DP for Ad, which then can also be converted to mana.
In true.
Just by pressing that Awakening key.
Yeah.
However, we see Intangible just getting the catch on Gyu right here. However, Sayus actually getting the catch there, forcing Devs to break there. We see a Psychic Storm getting both of them.
There's the Mod Conqueror again.
Conquer, yeah.
Very good catch! Oh, so close.
Yeah, forces them to break. Does get a good amount of damage from using those two skills together. Oh, does get that ledge reset.
But drops it.
Sayus actually was able to, the up Z didn't actually get to confirm properly there, so it was a good reaction though. But there goes a Supreme Punishment, just going to catch some people out, getting that CP. We might see an Apollyon pretty soon, if possible then. There goes a Haunting, you're probably going to try and pressure along with this Haunting, but you uses his aerial super armor.
Invasion catches the ledge, but no, Invasion's got him!
Yeah, but there goes the Awaken. Realizes he breaks, so just backs away, does not spend his Apollyon right there. There goes a Haunting Spirit, but doesn't get anyone with it. However, there goes a Psychic Storm, catches them in super armor, doing a lot of damage. But again, uses escape skill right there, uses a Master Skill to actually catch them off guard here.
I thought you just stood up there. Oh, but this thing will be good.
But however, Gyu playing around that. However, there goes an Apollyon. Ooh, there's a clock right there.
Oh,
saves them from a lot of damage there. Probably because they were around the ad, probably like a passive or Psychic Storm made it just do like a little bit of a tick and allowed him to actually get the clock out in the sense of the interaction there. If the first Apollyon hit, then it might have been fine.
You managed to catch both of them!
Yeah. However, here goes Creeper, just... Oh! Intan just actually breaking there, ruined Gyu's follow-up right there on Des.
But the super armor!
There's a Cyan Rush, just getting a bunch of damage on him.
Straight, so use their escape skill.
Yeah. See Intan just getting Awakening here, doing some damage on... Tries to get some CP with Dark Crescent, but to no avail. They broke already. Yeah.
Oh no!
Gyu just getting chipped by all of his damage trying to use super armor and get these catches, but no solid follow up on the Doombringer. Just able to just keep pressing these skills on him.
Debson and Tangus, holy crap, getting so close. Like, oh my goodness. I was like wondering, like, how is Debson and Tangus gonna do this? Like, Debs has like no resources, already lost half his health, but Debson and Tangus like showing that they're a really good combo on this.
I mean, again, like they're able to still play around a bit with their DP. They have the Awaken to get them a little bit more mana every so often, and then when they're Awakening, they can just Pulse Cannon, which is a good enough skill. Maybe they get some nice damage. A straight hit in just for that slight mana, and then they can follow up with the very cheap Quicksilver, and then follow up with Command just to get some mana. Like that character can perform quite well with in both low resources and high resources for him. Very terrifying character in PvP.
And apparently we got people in the chat. Raven used Power Assault, apparently. Wasn't really, didn't really catch that myself, actually.
I was too busy, like, trying to pay attention to, like, what's going on, like, all over the place. I might have not, I didn't really catch that either. I was, like, trying to, like, manage the cost of, like, the second resources of the other team, because you also have to worry about, like, the DP gain, the CP.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I see Power Assault on their bar. I'm not sure on that one.
No, they definitely don't.
Yeah. Maybe they saw Chasing Death instead.
Guessing, getting caught by Stairs, but Stairs?
Yeah, but,
no!
Oh, that Dark Crescent actually just bailing out Death right there, along with getting some slight CP. However, there goes the Pulse Cannon, tries to use the delay, but does not get anything. There goes the Mana Drain, actually getting the catch on Death. Follow up probably with the just using Dark Crescent there. Uses Creeper to try and the follow up and catch. Again, a bunch of Tenacities coming out from the Raven tries to get some damage, but realizes that they're just playing really close, so it tries to use Psychic Storm, gets a good chunk of damage, but also feeding the Shakti a good amount of mana, but follows them up, forcing them to break all that mana that they got from that Psychic Storm.
We see like a lot of trades like, oh, I got you, no, I got you, no, I got you.
But then there goes a Chilling Breath coming out, but it's so many Tenacities to try and talk about. Who just gets the catches here, though? Oh, but there goes I believe an escape skill actually came out from Death. He just clicked into the corner.
Oh, and Tangis does go down with all the chaos.
Does go down. Yeah. Just finishes them off with Fog.
Staius is low.
Again.
Death's plenty of health.
But they used Spectre Walk, so it was really hard to punish and was able to get that guild heal there. We see if Devs follow up, get the catch there, forcing this actually break. Not sure breaking there was a good call. Their teammate was about to come back and they could have had more mana to play around. Meanwhile, Devs getting the catch once again. There goes Full Burst, buffing up and getting some nice damage out. Yes, now just keeping this catch. Just looping them. You're going to get that ledge reset. Does hit them, but does not get a proper follow-up on that. There goes an Apollyon onto Gyu into a Stomp confirm on both. Dark Crescent decides to try and follow up while Gyu goes on Devs right there. We can see a Quicksilver Exile going on the side there while Fog on the left. Gyu does go down, but Shreyas actually getting some skills here. Caught in Super Armor. Oh no! It just falls.
That's the one thing you never want to do against a Shakti. If you are Super Armor, they have the MP, they will Night Parade you.
Yeah, no, as soon as I saw like the 1-2, I'm like, are they in Super Armor? Oh, they're in Super Armor. However, again, this match is still going on. Still a lot to just talk about. L Aspiration out. Zeus Awakened to try and get this catch. Does confirm this afterwards. Meanwhile, on the other end, it looks like if the Raven was trying to get some pressure, does use Creeper and Shadow steps out, but we do see follow-up into an Apollyon.
And that was from behind!
From Intangent right there, just bullying Gyu right here. Gyu has just not gotten much of a break, just getting duked down by these Apollons.
Oh, and is that
Does use a Cyan Rush. It is now looking really low. Blue side definitely in the advantage. Is now just trying to live, but then there goes a Supreme Punishment just to catch them and finish them off.
Oh my goodness. It's like you said, Gyu just had an unfortunate time in this match.
No. But, like, I can tell from just watching that, like, yeah, you see what's going on the left. Meanwhile, I see the scramble going on the right. I watch both of their resources. I see the skills being used. I see, just, like, 2 Tenacities going on from the Raven. I'm like, oh, he's got the catch here. But actually, the Lucio was in Shackle, chain shackling, and was in Super Armor, which, with those Tenacity and stuff like that, just delayed their Super Armor even more and was able to get skills out. Just, this is the Apollyon realizing that, oh, they just spent everything. That was, and Gyu just took another fall. He just kept taking them. It was like, that's just really unfortunate for the man.
And I think like another thing to also mention is that that Apollyon that got the third kill onto Gyu, that was from behind. You never want to turn your back on a catastrophe, although sometimes you don't have a choice. They can make you.
Yeah, sometimes they'll just force you to look the other way.
All right, we are now in semifinals. Ryan, you're supposed to be turning on spectator mode, not leaving it off. And I did see a quick question about the graphic covering the skills. It's not intentional to cover the skills. It's just the best place to put it.
We'll probably take that feedback if we can. Maybe we'll do something with that. Who knows?
Yeah, we can work on that. See where might be a good spot for it, at least for the 2v2 aspect of it. Maybe I'll fix it for the NA bracket later. All right. We now have Kota e Fatia of Mayfest and Sinbad taking on Outplayed of Cathedras and Hockey. We've seen the Furious Blade Code Ultimate do quite a bit of work, and we've also seen the Mad Paradox Deus Air do a lot of work together, especially the Deus Air just dealing so much damage with Holy Declaration.
Again, you gotta really be careful of like your spacing with like some of those skills and stuff like that. Like not only is it AoE, it can also like you could just get hit by like other straight hits from like your teammate and stuff like that. And DA is just like really good at just applying a lot of that big pressure when they get the mana for it and bailing out. So.
All right, back onto Hope Bridge we go.
Just going to see some slide commands when you can. However, again, the classic Chung reload into a pulling light. Actually getting this catch on Mayfest. Super armor catch. Awaken. Extra both, but no follow-up on either of them.
Oh, but that's
Holy Declaration coming out. But there goes an Assault Spear. Oh no! Wait, this is one of the punishments of Holy Declaration!
Hockey!
Yeah, he goes!
Sorry, Hockey! You have no HP anymore!
No, again, like, that's one of the things you have to play around. Like, although Holy Tech is a really strong skill, and that super armor is very oppressive, if you're playing against a character that has good enough delays and mana refund, like, for example, Cold Ultimate, they can just punish that real easily and fast like that.
Yeah, although,
you can see... Yep, there goes the super armor skills once again into another large skill, but Mayfest does get this catch right here.
Hockey did actually get the health back, too, from the revival, and nearly killed both Mayfest and Sinbad on their own.
Not only that, but Hockey is... The longer that they just stay alive and then just keep using, like, these slight skills here and there, they will be, they just slide into their death. However, there goes a reverse stigma. Getting him, but catches them out of the way. We might actually see like a callback from Reverse Stigma with the follow-up. Yeah, Hockey actually with the follow-up. That's very good teamwork right there. Just being like, okay, I can't follow this up. You follow it up. You lost half your resources. We still have a good lead. There goes a pulling light. Yeah, punishing Sinbad right here. We're gonna see an Awaken. Probably try and see a River Crest. Yeah, but no hit actually on it.
Yeah, unfortunate. Oh, the pulling light though.
But the pulling light still touching him. We do see him on Illusion Thorns though, getting the catch into a Queen's Throne. Trying to get some nice damage there, just with some skills. Sonic Slash. If you can't see, just keep swinging.
Oh, Sinbad almost going down again.
Yeah. I mean, that's just how these kinds of games go. But again, Hockey just tries to look for just these stray catches. However, there goes the super armor. There goes the brave cover. Tries to negate some of the damage with it and also bail out his teammate. Mayfest is just not wanting to deal with it, just backs away. However, the Eve Core actually does get the catch here, but there goes another brave cover, actually finishing off Sinbad. And however, Mayfest does get this catch here on Hockey, just keeping them comboed right here. Tries to just delay them, and then interesting play right here. They're actually going for the ad here, but didn't realize they off turn, and there goes the Assault Spear, only hitting Hockey. Now he's going to be able to get this guild heal, uses Void Impact just to be sure he gets the heal. There goes an Awaken, Seals of Time just to be safe.
They have to delay it.
Now they're just trying to stall out that Seal of Time.
Sinbad goes to the pit! Oh, but they couldn't get the catch.
And there goes an Awaken
Sinbad.
into another River Crest.
Oh, but we have to keep an eye on the ad.
Yeah.
Gets the Shattered Earth, though!
But the Shatter, but Fog.
Oh. Hockey is low, though. Mayfest.
Yeah, but so is Sinbad. But Sinbad just knows that, like, hey, my teammate's going to respawn. They have a good amount of mana. They're going to be full HP. I don't have to deal with this.
That's
As
true.
long as I just stay alive, you're perfectly fine. Yep, as you can see, there goes the Atomic Shield into an
Is
extreme
that
cutting.
enough? No.
Hockey is going to be a follow-up. Yeah, Illusion Thorns tries to catch them, but not enough time to follow up.
Oh, they got
There goes a Seal of Time onto Hockey, and then... However, there goes a Brave cover, tries to get the catch.
Illusion Thorns. Sigma, though.
Oh, wait, actually, I just realized they're actually using mod Brave cover, so it's not providing the super armor, but instead just giving them both red damage for a period of time. There goes a River. Tries to hit Sinbad, but does not hit. But there goes the Atomic Shield into an Illusion Thorns, getting the follow up and finishing out Hockey.
Oh, so close. Just a little bit too far for Hockey. Mayfest and Sinbad take game 1.
Yeah, like as you can see from the start of the match, like yeah, DA, Super Armor, and Holy Declaration doing a lot of damage, but the CU just had enough mana, was able to just 2 Assault Spears and Illusion Thorns on them, and just immediately killing them all. Like you got to be very careful when pressing those types of skills. Like although you have the mana and you can press it, at times maybe it's better to just press like a different skill. Like if that was a Rivet Crest instead, they would have gotten the damage, gotten some follow-up. So you gotta be very careful and know what kind of classes you're playing against to see what you could do.
Alright, both sides are ready. Cargo airship, first time today.
Yeah. We're definitely going to see the people that want to play last or live just play around that backside. We see Hockey uses his Haunting Spirit and getting both of them actually. DZX, but not enough cannonballs to react and follow up in time. So Hockey just drops it. But there goes an Illusion Thorns. We're going to see a catch yet. Figured escape skill during the Super Armor, tries to use an escape skill to Illusion Thorns.
Get out.
But then Ricochet to get out.
My faucet too!
He set up the black hole. No follow-up, but was a really good reaction to the DA coming up. I'll give him props for that. But then there goes a clock. Mayfest does get hit here. Takes that Holy Declaration. And then there it goes, the Rivet Crest.
Yeah, wasn't able to get it.
However, we see Spear Burst getting the catch here, forcing Cathras to break. Sinbad getting the catch on Hockey, meanwhile, on the top. Hopefully these delays don't really ruin him that much. However, Mayfest is getting a good amount, but Cathras actually manages to find his way out, presses some skills, tries to get some chip damage. Meanwhile, that Super Armor dash actually eating up those clones. Yep. But then there goes a Seal of Time onto the DA, but the Hockey already died.
Yeah,
and you can see the Seal of Time propped and then just died anyway.
Yeah, Mayfest is close, and Cathedras, though, not really a lot of MP to mana break.
The third tries to just time him out with Super Armor, but Mayfest does end up dying, but then uses their key to V key to actually heal them, their code. Sinbad pressing a bunch of skills just to be sure that he doesn't get caught by that point late and doing some damage onto Hockey. Hockey ends up breaking. There goes a River Crest in the corner.
Oh,
but there goes a River Shield. Blade can catch it. But then, again.
Getting a bit too close, actually. Got hit by the core, or at the very end of the Sonic Slash. Goes down again.
Sinbad really capitalized on the catch there, like realized like, okay, my teammate has the other catch, I am free to just do whatever, doesn't press any skills, and just stockpiles that mana. Like to try and keep their lead. Meanwhile, there goes a River Crush just to be sure to finish off Mayfest here. We might see like no, actually, Sinbad, since Catherine's is pretty low, he's going to play pretty passive, probably going to break here, yeah. Does not want to end up accidentally grazing the ad and making their teammate lose all their mana, so instead they're just going to just play very passive, make sure no grazes happen, and therefore Mayfest only loses half their MP instead of a full. However, Cather is actually following up on this Sinbad here with the Shatter, pulling light, but no proper follow-up there. Uses Seal of Time right there. There goes a Holy Deck, not hitting anyone, but does get the super armor.
Sinbad does go down, but he's going to come back with a lot and lets Cathedral
but
die.
Mayfest realizes that, oh, this is a super armor, so tries to find an opening. Plays a very bit greedy, but tries to use Illusion Thorns, trying to get this catch. Pulling light, messes this up. There goes some super armor. Uses Haunting just for the super armor frame. Uses Illusion Thorns, so we're going to see some proper follow-up. We are going to see some proper follow-up. Hockey now breaks. There goes, Final Blade.
Unfortunately, it didn't really do much.
No, Eclipse Shield did proc on it, but he did get the ad with it. Now Hockey's now forced to play last, going to have to like fly around, use some of their stuff. But in all honesty, as long as he's like they keep that pressure and awareness, like he's going to be spending his slight mana. Super armor reload realizes and just punishes it with a shockwave, and that is game.
Sinbad putting Mayfest on their back. Unfortunately, it would seem the team Outplayed has been outplayed. But it is not the end for them. They will be going to our bronze match to see who will take 4th place and 3rd place. Next up, we have Promise versus Unlimited. Promise featuring Rubidos and Astelina, our 2nd place, as I mentioned before, from our previous tournament. And Unlimited featuring Intangis and Defs. Defs taking a victory off of both of Rubidos and Astelina in that tournament, actually. With Mayfest going into finals, this could be a double sort of run back for both Ruby and Astelina. I'm going to assume that Astelina is doing their thing. Oh, nope, never mind. They're there.
And just right there. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, let me go type. Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah.
Promise. Unlimited. Unlimited actually being a very fitting name considering there is a Doombringer.
You know, that unlimited power.
Did I not get this score on the previous? Oh.
We got ourselves with some free bottom. Yep, we see the Minerva already setting up into Overstrike with their ECP. And we'll see what happens, actually. The Minerva just keeping their distance, just trying to see if they can back up while the Empire Sword already in a Awakening Bead. But that makes them forget both of them, forces Ruby to escape skill and bail out their teammate. Meanwhile, Dez also used their own super armor. We see a Supreme Punishment on the side right there. We see a Cross Slash. Does get them out, but then Astelina
the Spriggan
uses Spriggan actually, yeah, connecting and allowing them to get away from that Psychic Storm damage. And there goes the Juggernaut Buster, forcing a clock from Intangis.
Defs was an Opten, so complete whiff.
However, there goes Shackle Chain, Evil Clock. We're probably going to see quite the delay clashes right here. We're going to see like who gets who out, but there goes an Awakening Divine Blade just to try and keep them in. Because so tries to Juggernaut after him, instead only getting Intangis. Oh no, that end bullet did not connect
Oh,
because of
no.
the way the Juggernaut was facing. They probably didn't realize that, and or either that, or they were trying to be a bit greedy and chip the ad with it too.
It's like a Storm does deal quite a bit of damage to both Estelina and Ruby.
Yeah.
Juggernaut Buster? Oh no, I heard. Yep, there it is. Doesn't
Yeah,
get
there it
though.
is.
Too much delay.
Yep, immediately with a Hyper Excel, looking forward to see if they can probably graze someone with a jump command or an Awaken, actually. Awaken into a Divine Blade, going to try and stuff them afterwards. Tries to fight back with a Shackle Chain, but Estelina having their back. Just give me that up. However, it looks like that Ruby will be going down relatively soon, and maybe Estelina to follow as well, especially with this catch that Devs get.
I don't think they were able to get the heal passive.
Yeah. No, but they did end up breaking. It looks like that they're just trying to just play a little bit safer. Do end up killing them. And now a bit of a decent life right here, so we're going to see how Ruby plays, or if they're going to aggress Ruby here. They do know that Estelina will be responded, but there goes a Supersonic coming out, getting them about half, forcing Ruby also breaking that.
That was a lot of damage that came out too, so time to be careful.
And
Estelina.
yeah. Estelina's taking a lot of damage here, stuck in
It's
super
dead!
taking out. Oh my, yeah, just straight up dead right here.
100-0!
Ruby. They were caught in the middle of a super armor with that, I believe, Viper shot, but in the air, so it made them dive.
I forget what the skill is.
Yeah. Yep. Meanwhile, we hear the critical dives coming out with another Psychic Storm onto Estelina. There goes a penetrating bullet.
Does take out Intangus. Depths did lose quite a bit of health. Oh, but Depths almost gets caught. No, he does get caught.
Yep. But there goes the Spriggan follow-up. Escape skills tries to Quake Buster. Instead, full burst face the other way. We see a cross slash instead following it up, and we a little bit awkward of how they were trying to play around with each other. They both wanted to get mana, but Ruby did have the catch. But Estelina knows that, but it doesn't matter at the end because that it's caught out by Devs, and that's game. Yeah. Estelina was trying to play towards the win condition of the penetrating bullet.
5.3 million from Devs alone.
Yeah, no, again, like, that character buffs a lot, has a lot of innate buffs, especially with, like, full burst not only being a buffing skill, but also chunking if it connects too. And then just a lot of cheap cheaper skills like Quake Busters. Then you have, like, Conqueror does, like, a lot of damage.
And yeah, the Minerva was in that corner, took too much damage just because of the super armor, especially when you got to deal with a Quake Buster. That Quake Buster is a powerful skill just on that first hit. Estelina is resetting most likely, so I'm going to invite Devs and Tangents instead. Estelina's back. Strong game won by both Devs and Tangents to identify the weak points on Ruby and Estelina. Can Ruby and Estelina take this back, though? We'll have to find out.
I mean, it was just really unfortunate for Ruby and Estelina at the very start as well, because Devs just did a Quicksilver XL across the map, especially going down like a slope, and just caught both of them there and forced them to be in a very rough position at the start of the match. Along with the map not being a little bit awkward for Estelina to really play around and try and bail out. Meanwhile, this map is a lot more linear, so it's a lot easier for them to find ways of helping out here and a lot more spacious. Meanwhile, we see the ad escape skilling, but Ruby with their Divine Blade actually saving. There goes a Juggernaut Buster, trying to catch them out. Devs immediately opt 10 and just looking for an opening. Yep, but goes for a Supersonic immediately. Ruby still has an escape skill. Very aggressive play from Devs there. However, with the super armor and the follow-up skills, was able to just follow up. Meanwhile, Estelina just trying to apply this pressure on Intangus. Intangus still not really having much. Like, they have a bit of CP, but like no mana to really try and gain more. However, this might change with this catch right here, but they do get the catch here. Oh god, that Quake Buster
It's
does end
still-
up getting the initial hit on Ruby, so did a good amount of damage. It did its job.
That's
Meanwhile,
it, yeah.
Intagus actually does get this follow-up here.
Oh, but the
Well,
fog
Escaline
slow.
now, oh no, yeah, that fog slow was trying to use Haunting Spirit there to just make it a little bit safer, but with the fog slow, just end up killing them. Ruby now forced to break because they don't want devs to just stockpile on resources like that. Meanwhile, we see an Awakening catch here. Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Tries to graze them with some bullets. Escaline just trying to get some mana to play around. Penetrating bullets, actually, the Lucio does hit them. As you can see, just that little that's HP thing. You just see it just go bloop. Meanwhile, we do see a Quicksilver connecting into a Psychic Storm. Escaline now breaking from that. However, Quake Busters them when they're super armor. They know that they can punish them at that interval, and they're like, you know what, I'll just do it. Meanwhile, Supersonic on Escaline doing a good chunk of damage and also forcing them to break. They don't really have much mana. Another super armor, but then it just...
Oh, that's not good for Promise right now.
He did use a good amount of his resources to do his chunks there. Tries to ambush them on the back, but does time clock really well so they don't take that damage, especially from the back attack. Meanwhile, the clock is there. Escaline now trying to get some mana. Yep. Uses delays, tries to catch him there, but then there goes Psychic Storm getting the catch. Does use DV Scion Rush to follow up into a Shatter.
Oh, but unfortunately it didn't work as they intended.
Yeah. No. What happened is their Psychic Storm ruined their Shatter's hit power stun. So they got grazed by that, yeah.
Because that probably could have been the game, actually.
Yeah.
Well, this could be it!
Well, there's but that's the game instead.
Yeah. Team Unlimited taking Ruby and Escaline out into the bronze match now. All right, we are going to have to find out who's going to take third and who's going to take fourth. Shivo, how do you think we should do this?
I mean, isn't it just the usual? We just have them fight?
Gotcha. Trial by combat.
Yeah.
Trial by combat. All right, so we're going to bring in Outplayed, featuring Cathedras and Hockey. I think Hockey might be setting up.
Yeah.
Call the bronze matches trial by comeback. That's an interesting way to phrase it. There's Hockey. Okay. Try Escaline one more time. There we go. Alright. Red team will be... Hey Hanzo, thank you for the happy birthday, even though it's a day late, but you know what? We'll gladly take it.
Oh. Happy belated birthday.
Shh, he says. Oh, I think they're resetting. Any matches today are going to be... Yes, we're going to do the pre-top 8 for NA today, and then the top 8 will be tomorrow. So it's going to be best of 1.
Yep. So give it your all.
Mm-hmm. And we are in the Blizzard Ruins. Got more curves, got more ledges.
Yep.
But
Yep,
so
as
far,
you can see the falling light pressure right there, but Ruby does end up just super armoring through, and then just Catherine just naturally falls out. Meanwhile, we're seeing quite the scramble right here. Like, ES does love, Empire Sword do love this scramble right here. Meanwhile, does get some nice damage from critical dive, forcing Catherine to actually just escape skill out. Does not want to get pressured too much.
Aselina was caught. Yep. Did mana break with a full bar of mana, but still has
good
oh man!
Rushing sword there on the end, but
I heard penetrating bullet. I see health go down.
Yeah. All you have to do is, if you hear it, just look at the HP bar. You know what happened. You don't need to see it. You don't need to see it.
You see the health bar go down, you know it hit. You don't see any change, you know it missed.
You just go on with your day. Just know that someone got shot. Yep. Meanwhile, we got a little bit of our own kind of fights going on here.
Aselina does go down.
Falling down. Yep. However, there goes a Juggernaut Buster. Does end up getting both of them. Are we going to see proper follow-up on it?
No.
However, the DA did end up dying, and they're unsure if that's Seal of Time or the Res, actually.
Might have been the Res.
If they did Seal of Time earlier. Well, they did heal. Okay, yeah, it was the Res then. There goes the Seal of Time itself. Yep, there goes an Awaken. Tries to get the follow-up catch with it. No good follow-up. Yep, Aselina now using the Super Armor to clash with them, and does get this catch here. The stockpiles mana on this life right here, just shooting them from afar. Meanwhile, Ruby does already have the MP, and then just stockpiling mana. Meanwhile, we see a Holy Deck come out. Yep. You're leaving it. He's still alive. Like, he's still a threat. Even though he's at 1 HP, that 1 HP can still kill you with some nukes. Meanwhile,
and Days can just get MP back easily, too, if you're not careful.
I mean, if he gets those grazes, like, it does add up over time, and then eventually there is the command. Like, again, like, he does get, like, slight refunds every other skill that he used. There goes the Rivet Crest. But it isn't too much, but it does add up, and also add for the teammate as well. Meanwhile, Ruby does awaken. X Drops does get the catch here.
Oh, Hockey going
to take the victory coming out. There goes Cross Slash coming out. Oh, Void Impact for the sink, though. Hockey did take a lot of damage from that interaction, though, and Ruby does go down with their big sword of victory. There goes a Seal of Time just as insurance.
But favorable, it's favorable right now for Promise. They have the revenge buff, and then
Yeah, but there goes the penetrating bullet. It does kill, but again, Seal of Time. The only thing that's good about this is that it puts everything on cooldown, and got out Obten it.
The interesting thing is, it killed Hockey, who got a lot of that health back.
Yeah, they did get a lot. I think. Yeah, but there goes the Pulling Light. Tries to use some tenacity, get some catches. Tries to shatter, slides in. We might see either like a Holy Deck or a Rivet Crest here, just to make sure that they connect here. Yep, there goes the Shatter into a Gravity Buster, getting some damage. This chipping them down and pressuring their limit. It actually is really good here, but instead, Hockey going on the. But there goes the River Crest doing tons of damage.
Just like that.
There goes the Seal of Time. Yeah, this looks like it's going to wrap up the game. However, Seal of Time is on cooldown, so like, if they were to press the DA, it's still good. But that's game right there.
Ruby unfortunately too close right there.
I was dying. I think what happened is, although Ruby saw the Seal of Time, they backed off a bit too much there. They actually could have kept applying pressure on the DA there because his Seal of Time already procced him. That cooldown is pretty lengthy in PvP. So, like, you could have kept pressuring in that kind of area. Instead, they backed away, gave them more time to react and stuff like that.
I wonder if
it's a little bit of an awkward situation there.
I kind of, like, wonder if that penetrating bullet Seal of Time revive on Hockey may have like tripped them up a bit because they probably thought, okay, we got the kill. Wait, what?
I don't think it really tripped them up because they got the mana refund. They know that like it killed. They saw him fall down. All his skills, although they don't know, like they might not intentionally know it. But the thing is, like, if you understand that, you know that Seal of Time isn't a threat if it's on the DA, because then you can at least follow up and kill him and apply pressure onto him.
Alright, we got another mostly straight map for Aselina to get those penetrating bullets off, but let's see it. if Promise can actually take it back.
Immediate escape skill and a night into hockey. Oh no.
Ruby is just going to be putting on a clinic.
This is a really rough start for hockey here.
Oh, but the
Oh
delay.
no, the delay from the Claymore ruined this follow-up, and then they were just able to ricochet out. I mean, like, again, they did their job. Hockey didn't really get much mana out of that. They got a lot of chip down, and Empire Sword did get off. But however, there goes the Juggernaut Buster through the pulling light. Tries to follow up afterwards. It was a bit overshot their command a bit too much, but it was a good effort.
It was.
We're seeing the Mad Paradox 2 break. However, we see an Awaken to a penetrating bullet. Yeah.
Hockey is
yeah. Hockey
and...
dead, and so is Cavaliers. Yeah, no, he got chipped with it too.
But the Super Armor actually kind of just made it seem like, nah, he's okay.
Yeah.
He's okay.
No, like they got both hits. You can tell by the mana that they did get both hits, and then look, it's just like they just reloaded their shot.
Yeah. And penetrating bullet is off cooldown again.
Yeah. However, they might be waiting for like an Awaken beat, so they might just use their mana for like some tenacities and stuff. Oh no, just go straight for the penetrating bullet. I think it does have their bar.
They don't have an Awakening beat, so they could be able to lower that cooldown soon.
Yeah. Yeah, there goes the Super Armor playing around the MP. Oh, it actually does hit him! And so the spray follow-up did matter there. Oh, there's the Claymore. Super so confused on what to do there. They saw like both ends kind of just was like, where do I go? Where do I go? They might have been trying to press a skill, but then like they just couldn't. They might have tried like penetrating bullet, but just didn't have enough. Unsure if jumping would have been a bit too awkward, but.
Well, Asalina does go
do see a following up Asalina, and then yep. You know, Ruby is just like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to play a bit more passive. I think they're actually trying to clock for Olympia right. Nope, never mind. They're doing some commands, but there goes the pulling light, dragging them upwards, uses clock to stall. Our Juggernaut does group of them together. There goes an Awaken that follows up with an X drop on the hockey. Asalina, although not with a lot of mana. Again, they don't need mana. They have guns. They can just shoot from afar and then provide support to Ruby.
That's true.
Or just stall out. Like they have a huge life lead. They have a good. Although not much mana, but their life lead is something that they should be trying to play around. However, not looking right there with the Rivet Crest doing a lot of damage. Asalina now being pressured into the corner. You see Awaken. Asalina now getting the guild heal. That's actually following up here. Are we going to see Solly? Oh, it tries to use manage the KD, but no, killing. Okay, so now the score is 3-3.
I think that they didn't want to get that kill.
It's an interesting scenario there. Like, Empire Sword still excels from like high or low, but I think it would definitely have been better to stagger their deaths a bit just to apply pressure, or just play around it because now. But then there goes the penetrating bullet, and there just goes hockey.
Yep. The moment that I saw Asalina revive, I immediately jumped to see how much MP you have enough for a penetrating bullet. You just gotta wait for that moment. And boom, there it was.
Yeah. And especially with them using black and white instead of like what everyone uses of like typical res titles like Eclipse. Or titles with reses like Eclipse and what's called Freed Shadow. Like although they have like the res system where like people are like, yeah, reses are pretty good. The thing though is that it's also a bit detrimental because reses put all your skills on cooldown. But with black and white, they don't have to worry about their skills being on cooldown when they come back, so they can just press their nuke button if they didn't press it like before they died earlier.
Exactly. All right. This is the game that will determine who takes third and fourth. We are back on the airship.
But I still all be
immediately shouts.
An immediate escape skill. Yep. Hockey though does have a good amount of mana, but it's still caught currently. Asalina does get a good amount of mana from these musket shots and just playing from afar, just trying to get that overstrike value right there. It's to play more catch on the left side, as you can see it here. Meanwhile, on the right side, there's maybe nothing going on the right side anymore. Hockey now trying to bail out his teammate, but nope. Again, Ruby now just super armoring in. There goes the Holy Declaration. So now Asalina has to be careful of how they chip them. But there goes the Brave cover trying
Ruby
to.
is low. Contentious and Hockey, though, are also pretty low. Yes,
Yeah.
lost start to Ruby.
It's,
Revive.
it's a pretty even match right now. It depends on some of these interactions. However, Estelina does get this catch, forcing Hockey to break. That was really big. Now Hockey doesn't really have as much mana to play around with their braveries. They have to like hope on their teammate to get them some catches, or their teammate just to straight up get rid of their resources, along with doing some damage. But as you can see here, there's a Void Field. There goes a Pulling Light. Pulling Light does not help him out here. There goes a... However, Catherine's actually saving him there with those skills. There goes the Pulling Light, getting both of them. ZZ X coming out. There goes a Cross Slash Though into a Juggernaut.
All I see is both sides trying to make a sandwich with their opponents, but no one can keep it in.
No, like that Juggernaut there was just more of just insurance of like, I just want them dead.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to get caught. I don't want them to get anything. I'm just going to press this and just see what happens. It wasn't the worst call, but again, like, they do have like a lot of mana. Hockey did get this first catch as Selena then forced to break. There goes their mana for, but there goes a River Crest actually getting Selena in the corner. We do see some damage though from Ruby though. Yeah, there goes their super armor just chunking them. There goes an Awakening into another catch to provoke. Yep, just going to just burst them down with all these skills here. Getting again just very aggressive play. Just like know that like I don't need to stockpile mana. I'm just going to keep pressing. However,
thanks to the help of their partner with the fog, managed to get a kill on Hockey.
Fog and gun support. Yep.
But this is also scary for Promise. Hockey has mana.
Almost a legendary set there, but getting some MP back with that Gravity Buster connecting from some DP. Yep, there goes the Seal of Time.
Yeah, there it is. That's
there
what I
goes Holy
expected.
Declaration.
Oh, Estelina's gonna go down.
Ruby deciding to just play safe, does not go for the guild heal. Ooh, Hockey going very aggressive, thought like maybe they'll try and rush in, so he goes for a River Crest, but
it missed.
Now not as much mana. Again, this ad just fearing for his life, just applied Seal of Time off cooldown. Oh, nice Awaken to Shatter,
Oh, that's a lot of damage on the Hockey!
Yeah. Oh, but then there goes the River Crest, and that's game!
Oh, no.
No, that's so there's a couple things that could happen. It could have been a misplay of a scramble that might have just been very unfortunate, or they know Seal of Time and they were being a bit greedy and was like, I can stall up the Seal of Time and then we can finish them off later. But the thing is like at times maybe it's better to just do it because all the skills go on cooldown. You have like a good like 15-second leeway to try and apply pressure, forcing him to break and not doing that.
Yeah, I would like in my head I'm thinking maybe go for Cathedrus, go for the Mad Paradox. But it's like you said, you have the Seal of Time. If you actually do that, you just trigger that Seal of Time. But maybe that would have been the better call. But then again, Hockey did.
Yeah, no. It's a bit greedy of a play, but again, you have to realize the resources that people have and be like, I have to kill them.
Yeah.
Even though they come back, even though it's a res thing, it puts everything on cooldown, and then the bigger nukes that we have to fear because he does have the mana. It's just like we don't have to deal with that for a bit. And then, like, you can just apply pressure again. Like, although reses and things like that to bring back are very big, depending on how people will play around, such as, like, having, like, certain healing, using drain, stuff like that. The important thing is that you can apply pressure after that because they have limited options. Like, if he had forces, then maybe he could have played around with that, but that's a completely different scenario if they did kill him there.
Indeed. Alright, we are at our finals for the Latin America bracket. Team Corta e Fater, aka Cut and Slice, versus Team Unlimited. Mayfest and Sinbad versus Intangis and Defs. Defs being our previous champion. No, their new partner. Actually, no, this is the tourney winners from the previous tournament fighting against each other. With Mayfest and Defs took it before. We're gonna see who has the better.
Let's see who was putting in more of the work, or like let's see how like they do it. Like let's see if we can get a little something out of that.
I'm gonna change the names. This will be best of 5. are updated. I will update the score in a moment. Once one of the names updated, we can get started. Let me remind them that that is a best of 5. Yes, thank you. Oh, I thought I actually changed that. I didn't. There you go.
Yep. Okay, so let's go on. So he's actually super fun with the Honey Spirit there, just to confirm, but then there goes the Sonic Slash, actually catching Intan just right here. There goes a Quick Server XL, just trying to support afterwards. There goes oh no, they're in Super Armor.
No, they're closer to its double.
Yep. There's string cutting. Meanwhile, Intan just already escaped, got out, but Dev's definitely felt that.
Yeah, Dev's, unfortunately, he made a mistake against their old partner. Maybe they should have all worked together.
Yeah, no, well, Devs just wanted to help out, but sometimes it's better to just not help. Devs is pretty close to death right now, though. As you can see here, yep, there goes the death right now. Sonic Slash with the Illusion Thorns. Just trying to graze him in the air, does get him. There goes Intangis. We're going to see some Super Armor. Nope, tries to go for an Evil Claw and delay, but there goes the Supreme Punishment. We're going to see some proper follow-up. It's really hard to try and save with this Supreme Punishment out. There goes the Fly-In Slash, and does get him out, allowing them to upset out. However, Devs with the backup for Intangis.
Oh, but Mayfest had the escape skill.
Ooh, that's gonna do a lot of damage. Just stalling out the hit stun. Now, okay, now just comboing, just stalling for some mana.
Simba just let Mayfest go to work.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, again, if your teammates got it, it's like, okay, I'll just cheer you on the sideline.
Yeah, I'll just not do anything. I'll try to get an Olympia proc, get some help back.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'll just stand here and look pretty. You got it. Like, you good. Meanwhile, we got the Sonic Slash coming out once again onto Dez, but Intan just getting a little bit of some mana from the Sonic Slash there from Respawn.
Yep. But not doing
However,
much,
these again, it's very big to know right now that the Lucio did use enough CP skills that landed for an Apollyon as it's connected right here on the Sinbad immediately falling back. However, he did end up getting his revive happened, his core refund. He did get a good amount of mana HP back, so he has a bit to play around. But however, just gets followed up with a conquer onto Mayfest though, and Sinbad does go down to with the aggression of just again capitalize on those reses. Meanwhile, there goes the Quakebuster. Didn't do as much for Freight Shadow Shield was up.
It was.
Meanwhile, we see some Corner Crusher tries to use an Awakening. Does actually come out on their client though, allowing them to actually pressure here. You get the Black Hole, follow up with the next drop. Yep, there goes the Supreme Punishment as pressure and save them, but there goes the Quicksilver XL, does catch the Eve with it. Good follow up, there goes the Full Burst just to buff up and finish off the res. However, Mayfest is able to use their V key just to heal, so they don't die to stray hits or DOT as easily.
That is a rare Shattered Earth coming from Sinbad.
Meanwhile, we see a Shatter follow up there with Super Armor. Oh, however, okay. Got a little bit scared. Decided to clock after that Apollyon. I don't blame you. I don't want to get hit by that either. Actually, Mayfest hanging on to this life for dear life is doing quite well with it. They're actually slowly going up because of their code as well. Meanwhile, gets caught out, and then just dies to the Full Burst. They did get out. Devs did end up not connecting with the Quakebuster, but did follow up afterwards, so it wasn't the worst that happened. Meanwhile, Sinbad just trying to stall out and survive. There goes an Ob-10 from him. Again, to just save him and just stall out. Meanwhile,
a revenge buff on Devs. And Devs does have a lot of mana, too.
Yeah. However, Devs also just used his escape skill right there because the Eve did catch him. So the next catch is pretty big on him. There goes a Berserker Blade into a Sonic Slash. Are we going to see a Quakebuster here? Nope. Got graced by a Sonic Slash hit. Well, no follow-up with that. Meanwhile, we see some Aerosmith, but there goes the Psychic Storm. Probably going to get some good damage on Sinbad. However, gets ignited.
And Sinbad is down.
From a stray hit, Yeah, meanwhile, there goes the Atomic Shield into Assault Spear onto the Lucio.
Lots of damage
Forcing them to break, and then, again, not much mana. Forced to top 10, and they swap characters as well, so therefore they can potentially mana break or find a catch here. Yep, there goes a dead hands right there to react. And then they're just trying to run around. Oh, crap! Jukes! Jukes the...
There's the Conqueror, but... Oh, but there's the Apollyon!
That's the next game. Yeah, no! That was really good. That was a really good play by... like, they bait out the extreme cutting there, and then they... with one of the earlier interactions, when they dead hands, that actually gave them the CP for Apollyon. And I realized that as soon as you watched over them, that has a chance of just turning the tides of that game completely, and they just didn't capitalize well enough earlier, and that was really good from Intelligence right there.
Yeah, chat is really excited just for that, because holy crap, not often that you see holy crap, a situation where teamwork really makes that dream work.
No, Luciel, with the ability of just building just from naturally playing the game and then getting a nuking skill that they can just store, without okay, now I have this threatening skill just because I was playing the game just normally like everyone else. It's very threatening. Just yeah,
we gotta.
You have to keep in mind of that CP of every time you get hit by a skill, whenever they switch, it's okay, I have to play around this skill, or else it may be game, or just play around the threat of it.
And chat complimenting Intangus for their catastrophe play as well. But yeah, Dev's great Conqueror using that Shattered Earth to get the power stun, reset any sort of mana break that Mayfest could have had, and Intangus just boom. Here's an Apollyon right from behind. Alright, we are just waiting on Mayfest right now. Notice that their legs are very translucent. It's almost like they have no legs.
It's like they can fly.
I mean, true, they're not code entities, they can't just run. Alright, Blizzard Ruins. Falling Spirits go out.
Yeah. Yep.
What's happening now? Oh, Def's getting a little tap. A few taps onto Sinbad, but nothing to follow.
Yep, there goes the Quicksilver XL coming out. Getting catch, meanwhile. Yep, Quake Buster right there. Sinbad taking a ton of that damage right there.
Too much damage.
Decided not wanting to tank that and just escape skills out as soon as the pulse cannon connects. Meanwhile, Mayfest uses an extreme cutting right there, getting the damage, tries to follow up with an illusion thorns, does not end up recatching Intangus, but Devs did get grazed by it. Berserker actually connecting there, wow. Yeah, just the tip of it. Yep, meanwhile Intangus does end up getting this catch. Plays around with their super armor command right here. Meanwhile, they're playing with their super armor. Shockwave coming out in the middle of that, getting some nice damage on Intangus, almost dead. Meanwhile, Sinbad almost dead. Okay, never mind, they're both dead, and there goes their reses. Meanwhile, Mayfez trying to get out. Shadowstep trying to back him up, but just ends up just tripping.
So, and we just have the Ad versus Eve coming in right now.
Nope. Eve doesn't want any of it. Just trying to back up. Just wait for their partner. Again, they can easily play around this Sonic Slash and stuff like that. Yep, there goes the Awaken. Are we gonna see a catch?
No. Catch with that Shadow Step.
Yeah. However, there goes the Quicksilver XL, but full time actually getting them, allowing them to continue. But there's a DP. It's a Scion Rush, getting some extra damage. Sinbad finally getting a catch. There goes a Shockwave, just getting a lot of damage.
Dark Crescent comes out to keep that combo, but the delay from Mayfest.
Yeah, making it a bit harder for them to play there, but Devs did end up supporting them in the end there, but Mayfest, again, Intangus still just getting pressured on. There goes the pressure onto Devs, there goes Illusion Thorns, but due to the fog, no follow-up. We're both just seeing like some pretty slow gameplay right here. Oh, it's starting to pick up a bit right here, actually, especially with that shockwave right there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Def's got put in a bad situation, even died for it. Mayfest and Sinbad looking really good right now, but they do have the revenge buff on Def's and Intantis' side. They could just kill one and just try to kill them again.
However, since Def's did end up taking a lot of that shockwave, he does have a lot of DP to play around. He can just press that control key every so often, just getting some mana. And meanwhile, this Intantis having a lot of mana right here on CL specifically, not Lou though.
Does actually connect.
Buster just. Everything goes in away from Intantis, and then just good follow up. Yep, kills Mayfest. Sinbad just trying to stay away. Probably just trying to get a catch here. Yep, there goes the Berserker Blade. It will end up getting some damage there.
Intense by that shatter.
With support, yeah.
Oh no, they probably should have killed Sinbad there.
They probably didn't want him to like shockwave there, so killing wasn't a bad option. It was just improper timing. However, that shatter did connect after the conquer. It's had to follow up with an Apollo.
No! Never mind. Intantis and Defs, you had the right idea.
No, that was a really good coordination there. They're like, okay, I used my nuking skill, and then they're like, I could probably follow up with, like, their thinking is probably like, you get it, you have a Polygon that's more guaranteed than me going up with Quake Buster.
Yeah,
after the shatter. That was really good.
I was like, okay, you got the shatter, so they're probably just gonna play away. Like, wait a minute, here comes Intantis. With the
here comes the Lou with the stomp follow up, and then they know that since the power stun from the shatter, they weren't setting up a break, so they could just Apollyon immediately after. Nice title.
I was like, wait a minute, I'm doing this wrong. That match just like got really too intense, and I just lost track of everything. All right. Def still having his unlimited power. I'm kind of like wondering, because I feel like in a situation like that as Mayfest, you may want to preemptively mana break, but I feel like maybe they did.
They couldn't in that situation.
Because I was thinking like after they got hit with the power stone, like maybe let's just start holding it as soon as possible.
No, the stop has a heavy enough hit stun that you couldn't, and they couldn't even break before with the interaction that happened with the ad with the Conqueror.
Okay.
Like the most that I could probably think of is after the Conqueror, if they were holding break from that point, they might have been able to, because they could have break the shatter initial hit. But so that was just really unfortunate.
Intantis up 2-1. Mayfest and Sinbad on life support for the tournament. Can they bring this back?
I mean, this is the same map that we had the first game in, and they were relatively close. So maybe they can turn it around a little bit better on this map.
Let's see.
Meanwhile, we can see a shockwave right there, escape skill, and a clock coming out. Meanwhile, Intantis trying to get a catch there. Escape skill now from Mayfest. I believe 2 escape skills are down. 3 escape skills now, and a clock. Meanwhile, we see a Sonic Slash coming out, beating the Shackling Chain, tries to use a particle shot to save there, but realizes that in Shadow Steps. But, I mean, Devs right there just played pretty well, but again, didn't realize Mayfest did end up breaking. Good support from Intantis right there with
Intantis is hurt really bad.
Yeah. No. There goes the Illusion Thorns. Although they are really hurt, remember, like, they have an Apollyon right now stored up. Devs has a lot of mana. Like, although they look healthy, a few skills is all that really matters. Sometimes even one.
That's true.
There goes the Illusion Thorns. Looks like that they use Super Armor to gap close here. Goes a Quake Buster into the corner and Sinbad immediately breaks.
Yeah, Intense does have the combination points to use Apollyon.
The question is, are they going to burn it now, or are they going to wait for next life? One of their next lives to try and get more damage on it. Meanwhile, they're pressuring Sinbad in this corner right here, but Owl's aspiration does get them caught out.
Unfortunately.
Applied a lot of pressure on the corner here. Yep, there goes a pulse cannon right there. Uses the delay to realize where Sinbad is and flies with it. There goes Intangis. Again, Sinbad has a lot of mana right here, so like, oh, Psychic Storm there. Pretty aggressive Psychic Storm there, but it does end up getting Sinbad with the speed buff of it, and then just gets him out, just blocks.
1-1 so far.
Yeah, meanwhile, Mayfest gets an awakening catch right here. Devs tries to use the fog to save him, but doesn't do it, so therefore follows up.
The shockwave, complete whiff.
They probably thought they were going to res on top of them, but instead they ended up on a lower platform.
Oh, and Sinbad was a super armor for a bit.
Yep. However, ooh,
Mod
Hypersonic Stab getting a lot of damage right there.
Deaths goes down, and Tangents is going to be close.
Yep, there goes a Sonic Slash, but again, Evil Claw going to stuff that out. Mayfest with the support though, allowing Sinbad to actually get out. Uses that super armor drill and then just backs out, realizing I don't want to give devs that much resources. Meanwhile,
So that's not armor to get up there.
However, there goes the Psychic Storm. Probably going to see a VK, yep.
And Tangents goes down.
Ooh, wait. Okay, tries to use Fly and Slash there instead for some damage. I think comboing there might have been better, because you know that you could get something out of him.
Sinbad goes down.
Yeah, meanwhile, Sinbad goes down. Mayfez with a good amount, just deciding to just live in the back and stuff. Ooh, they actually end up getting her clock or op 10 there. That's pretty big. Meanwhile, you can see Dev's just chilling in the top left, just like healing, just like going around.
This is pretty dangerous right now, actually, though. Mod Conqueror is available. Oh, no, we have a hyperactive.
However, they're hyperactive onto Devs right here. Uses Master Skill into Evil Claw. Are they going to be able to follow up even with all these delays? Meanwhile, there goes an Assault Spear onto Devs. Intangis just using delays, trying to provide the support. Yep, Devs now.
Good op 10 to get out.
Oh, Intangis almost catches Intangis out, but the core
Berserker
lets
Blade!
them go
Wolf
up.
Fang!
Yep, Berserker Blade into the blink. Yeah, like I said, like they were close on this match, and it looks like that they were able to perform a lot better this time around. Now that they understand how their team plays a little bit more.
All right, that is a point for Mayfest and Sinbad. They're still in it. There we go. All right. Back on Blizzard Ruins. Is this the universe's way of saying, okay, so Mayfest and Sinbad are going to win on the map that they lost on, then Game 5 is going to be on a completely different map?
Maybe.
Well, either way, Intangis getting caught quite a bit.
Yeah.
Also got hit with an Ignite.
Yeah, no, that Ignite is quite big right there, so we'll see how that will cause any problems, unless they are able to get like a straight catch here. Meanwhile, Sinbad actually following up Devs. However, Intangis now backing up Devs. Mayfest is trying to support from the back. Oh, no, yep, there goes the clock. Sinbad trying to save them there, but Mayfest actually is able to get something. Yep, there goes the escape skill into still the Supreme Punishment. So Intangis actually still able to follow up. Yep.
It's just a chaos so far.
Got one of them out, but trying to save out Intangis, but Intangis does end up dying here. Meanwhile, we see a Shockwave follow-up. There goes an escape skill from Dev. There goes a Pulse Cannon. We might see a second Pulse Cannon come out. Yep, due to that storage system. Yep, there goes a Quicksilver just wanting to get out. However, decides to dive back in with his acid post. Meanwhile, Intangis still has the iframe from respawning. They're now gone, so Intangis is now vulnerable to the elements.
Oh, Sinbad did take a chunk off, or lose a chunk of health from that Plate Buster, but did manage to get a little bit from that guild passive.
There goes an Evil Claw into Mayfest, just trying to root them out, but Sinbad, again, just Sonic Slash right on top of them, just trying to do something. Oh no, with all these delays, Mayfest might actually go down. Oh no, Mayfest actually did end up getting a slight heal. And Mayfest is, again, just going to, like, try and roach it out, just try and just survive, see how much they can do with this one life. That Elsword does end up hitting them. There goes an Illusion Thorns.
Oh.
To a fan. Yeah.
It's just like saying, nope, nope. We're not doing this. We're not getting a turnaround.
It looks like the Intangis, though, is going to have to, like, take the initiative and lead here. As you can see here, like, they have a Polyon, but Devs is not pressing that control key, meaning that he probably doesn't have much DP to really play around, which means that he doesn't have as much MP to play around. He just got the DP to awaken now. However, Sinbad now just doing some normal combos, finish off Intangis.
And unfortunately,
does end up getting a catch here. Yep. Sinbad being a bit patient, waiting for a good opening, knows that he has, like, tools. Oh! Ends up ready. There goes a pulse cannon, yep. However, there goes a Quicksilver.
Doesn't connect, unfortunately.
No. Again, Dev's now at least in a better position with his MP, but no DP, so, like, we're not going to see, like, any big burst potential anytime soon. Meanwhile, we got a Shatter into a Shockwave in the opposite direction, almost getting out the escape skill. But there goes an Apollyon. Sinbad now lost 80% of their health. Meanwhile, Intangis does have a good amount of mana. We might see, like, some Stomp, some Supreme Punishment, actually. Yeah, right there, getting both of them in the air.
Oh, Mayfest taking a lot of damage,
doing a lot of damage.
Still gets tagged. Oh, the Shatter.
There goes the Shatter, though, but then there goes the Apollyon, and that Mayfest is
Super
down.
armor.
In the middle of Sonic Slash, though, but
the ambush
gets it out, and that's game.
That is game. Intangis putting in the work this time around.
Yeah, no, that...
And with that, we have come to the end of the Latin America tournament. It's good to have international tournament representation and good matches while we're at it.
Yeah.
So, with that said, Shimo, tell them what they won.
Congratulations to both competitors, actually. First place ends up winning 25,000 K-Ching for each winner, and second place actually wins 1,500.
That they do, that they do. Pull this up quickly. Mark Ball, you weren't commentating.
No, commenting, not commentating.
Oh, commenting. I thought it was. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, as Shimo mentioned, first place is going to get 25,000 Kaching. Second place is going to get 12,500 Kaching. That is for each person on the team. So in this case, Intangis and Devs do get 25,000 each. Third place going to Outplayed. They're going to get 7,500 each. And then for Ruby Doss and Astelina on Team Promise, they'll be getting 5,000 Kaching each. But don't go too far. Don't go way too long either. We do have the North America bracket starting in less than 2 hours from now. And we are going to be doing the first set of rounds, so pre-top 8 today, and then continuing top 8 tomorrow. So, we hope to see you then. And the Southeast Asia bracket will be continuing at 6 a.m. Pacific time for their top 8 tomorrow. That's less than 15 hours from now. All right, Shima, do you have any parting words for our viewers?
Well, I'm glad you guys could tune in for these great matches, and I also would like to thank everyone for signing up and participating. for letting us watch these good matches.
Mm-hmm. Good work, everybody. When 1v1 for Int? Maybe we'll work on one in the future. Maybe. We'll see. Yep, I guess before we go, although the 12th anniversary has passed, and I did talk about the PvP, we still have our art contest happening. Submissions end on Sunday night, 11:59 p.m. Pacific, or if you want to do military time, 23:59 Pacific time. It's only a few days left, so make sure you finish those art pieces. I know a lot of you are working on them. And then submit them. If you win, you'll get 12,000 kaching, and it will be featured as loading screen art in the game. You'll be able to show your work to everyone in game. And with that said, thank you again for watching. We'll see you in a couple hours for the North America bracket. Take care.